Hello, I'm Seerath, and today I'm here to discuss JavaScript variables in Google Tag Manager. So we will see that how can we set up JavaScript variables in Google Tag Manager and how can we assign values to them from our browser. So basically, we have two types of JavaScript variables. First is a JS variable, that's a normal variable. And then we have the option of custom JS variable. So today we are going to look at both of them. So first of all, let's go to the variable section here. We can find both the custom JS variable and JS variable under the user defined variable category. I click new here, and in the variable configuration, if we go to page variables, we see we have custom JavaScript and JavaScript variable. So JavaScript variable basically helps us to grab a global value and assign it to the variable name that we provide here. But on the other hand, custom JavaScript is more like custom HTML because here we can input our custom JavaScript code just like we used to input the code in custom HTML. So we can input the JavaScript code and take various actions because let's say that I want to extract the client ID assigned by Google Analytics that is stored in the browser, right? So we can do that using a script. This is just one example, but we can use it for many other purposes. So here I have created a custom JavaScript variable. Now here we have to write the custom JavaScript code, which we can take help from this website. So the code is basically trying to get the Google Analytics client ID and return it as the value of this variable. And if that is not possible, it is console.log a message that error fetching client ID. I have named this variable as CJ custom JavaScript client ID. So now supposedly this client ID should be assigned to this variable. Let's go to our preview mode and confirm whether it is working or not. Okay, let's click connect. Yeah. So let's go to our tag assistant here and click continue. So if we go to variables and we go to consent initialization, we see that this is not defined. And this will not be defined here as well. It will not be defined on DOM ready, but on window loaded, our CJ client ID is defined. And from this point on, we can use this for various purposes, such as setting it as user ID or sending it to Google Analytics or many such things, right? And for all the events after window loaded, it will still be defined. Like it is still defined for scroll and all these things. Now, let's verify that whether it is the correct client ID or not. Let's go to inspect. Let's go to console and we go here. We should see client ID here. Yeah, so it's ending with 166.498.1893. Yeah, so it is the correct ID, right? That we are getting from here. So this is working. Basically, we extracted the Google Analytics ID and assigned it to this variable right here. Now, let's go back to our website and see something else. If we go to console and type window, yeah, so we see that we have some values here which are global and already available to us. So we can extract them and use them. So let's scroll down and see that, okay, we have this GA global value right here. Just a second. And here we have this HID, right? So what if we want to go to our tag manager and create a variable who just particularly extract this value from here and display it, right? We can do that. Let's go to Google Tag Manager. For this purpose, we have the JS variable. I have already created this one. So the variable type of this variable is JavaScript variable. And the name, the value that we are passing here is gaglobal.hid, which is from here, gaglobal.hid, right? So this should display the HID. And I have named that this as JS HID. Now, let's go to our preview mode and see whether this is working or not. Okay, it's connected. So now let's go to window loaded, go to variables. And yeah, so we are able to view our HID here. So this is how we can use JavaScript variables to extract values from the browser. And from here on, we can use the values as per our need and as per our use case. So we simply went to Google Tag Manager and to variables section here. And inside the new section, we have the option that whether we want to create a custom JavaScript or a JavaScript variable. For custom JavaScript, we can input our own script or take helps from websites like these. And for simply JavaScript variable, we can get hold of a global variable. Like in this case, it was Windows, like we typed it here, right? We have all these values that we can get hold of and we can assign it to this variable. Thank you.